Welcome back everyone. So I've done this video a couple times, but I figured I might as well redo it for the year of 2020. And you might be in a situation where your phone might be running out of storage. This is a 64 gigabyte iPhone XS. You might actually have a phone that's 16 gigs or whatever the case is. And there's nothing more important to me than saving storage. I have a 64 gigabyte iPhone 11 Pro. I don't even know why I keep buying those. I need to go buy the 256 at the bare minimum. But if you're someone who's constantly running out of storage, here are some storage saving tips that you can use that currently work. Obviously, if you're on iOS 13, if you're on below iOS versions, it should probably work too. And I'm curious to see what iOS 14 will bring, if it brings anything for storage saving or anything like that. We really don't know, but I guess we'll see. Now, some of you guys might have already seen in the beginning, photos and videos are one of the things that take up some of the most amount of storage on basically everyone's device. On my main phone, that's basically what takes up the main amount of storage. I really don't have too many apps on them really. So what I would recommend you doing is, if you don't want to do iCloud Drive, if you don't want to do anything like that, is you can see all these photos from my photo comparisons. What you can do is go ahead and download this app called Google Photos, which I'm sure you guys already know. I talk about this a lot. All you do is basically download it, and it'll begin syncing up your photos, your videos, all into the cloud. It's super easy, it's free, it's unlimited storage, unlike iCloud Drive, which is, you have to pay for it. So this is one thing where I would almost recommend every single person to do. Then at this point, once it's all backed up onto the cloud, you can just delete it from your phone and save up many gigs on your phone, which is really cool. I do this all the time, and it allows me to save so much storage on my device. So that's the first thing. That's an easy one. It won't take that much time, and it'll save you much, and it'll save you so much storage into your device. Now, one of the things that I've seen a lot is how to delete the other storage into your device. So if you go into your settings, if you go into general right here, and if you scroll down into iPhone storage, you'll see a bunch of this different type of information. You'll see, like all these games and apps and everything that you own. And if you go up here, you'll see this thing called iPhone. And then right on the bottom, you'll see how your storage is basically broken down. You have apps, system, photos, all that stuff. If you can see, apps probably take up the most on this device. This is not my personal phone. This is obviously a side phone. But as you can see, there's another option called other, and this is where things like system updates and things like that kind of come into play. And sometimes doing a system update will clear that out a little bit, and there's some other ways to clear out this stuff too. Now if you look below, if you see right here, I have iOS 13.4. now this is something that it was a downloaded update. I really don't need it anymore because I'm not going to update it. I'm already on a beta. So what you can do is you can click on those specific updates if you have them. If you don't have them, just skip this step. But as you can see, this is 4.2 gigs. That's a humongous size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this update because I honestly don't need it. I'm not even going to update. And this thing should go ahead and fix it once this is gone. As you can see, it's still there. As you can see, it's gone. And the 31.8 gigs should probably go down. Maybe I have to restart it. As you can see, it did go down to 25.4. So actually that saved me a lot more than I thought. No, actually that's about 4.2. Yeah, no, I'm really bad at math. So that's how you would delete those other storage and those app storage as well. Now with those other storages, that's basically like cached apps in the background and like things like Safari, website data, and things like that. So in order to fix that, all you would need to do is go down over here. You want to click on Safari, and then you'll see a bunch of this information. All you want to do is go down here and click Clear History and Website Data. You want to click that, click here. And this phone doesn't really have that much other data compared to a lot of other devices, to be honest. And at this point, we can go ahead and check again. Now, I don't really use this phone, so I don't know how much storage that's going to save. Again, that only saved about 100 megabytes, so not that much. But like I said, they mostly have to do with cached files in the background. And one thing that I've been seeing a lot, and other data, like I said, is sometimes needed for other apps and other things to be used. So it's not like you can delete all of them 100% of the time. However, one thing that I've been seeing a lot is that apps have so much cache in the background that it's so unneeded that they might actually have to do a factory data reset in order to actually go ahead and delete and eliminate all that other data already on your device. So in order to do that, I would recommend you doing a full iCloud backup or full backup on your iTunes device, whether that's on Windows or iMac or whatever, or if you're on macOS Mojave, that's through the Files app. I would recommend doing a full backup and then restoring your device. That's probably the main way on how to fully delete that iPhone storage. That way it only keeps all the important information. It deletes that other storage from this personal device. Then you go ahead and restore that device to the data that you already have using that backup, and then go from there. And there's many tutorials on how to do that, but that's basically how you would delete the majority of that other data too. Now if all your data is in your apps, then obviously going by and deleting all these apps that you don't use. Like I don't play any of these games, however I need them when I do speed comparisons and things like that. What I will say is that if you're somebody who doesn't really need to use these apps right now and you need device storage temporarily, what you can always do is you can go ahead and click on these devices, and there's an option since iOS 12, I believe, called Offload App. So what that does is that it actually allows you to store that specific app and that data into your iCloud temporarily, and then it will be able to download it straight from the App Store again. So let's say I'm in a certain stage in this game and I'm a certain level, not on PUBG obviously, but let's say I unlocked certain skins or whatever, it'll be able to keep that specific information in that game, and once I re-download it, it'll basically give me that back, which is really cool. So for Asphalt 9, if I unlock certain cars, if I delete this and turn it back on, if I go and click offload app, as you can see, I'll go and offload this one. It'll take a little bit of time, it's not going to be instantaneous. Oh, I guess it is instantaneous, but whenever I'm ready, I can go ahead and click reinstall app, and all that information will be there. Now if you see, relocated all that data. So now I have about 23.5 gigs saved. So before I had about 31.5. Just by following a couple of these things, it already went down to that much. And I can do this with all these games. So if I offload this one, let's go and click there. Offload app, hopefully I have enough storage in my iCloud drive. And like I said, sometimes they might take longer than other ones. On that Asphalt 9, I never even played that game, so it didn't really matter. So for this one, it might be a little different. And as you can see, totally went by and went down a little bit more. So I can do one more. Let's do PUBG. For example, I'm never going to play this game ever again probably. As you can see, that went down. And again, I'm under 18.6 gigs, which is pretty crazy. So again, that's how you would go ahead and delete that app data temporarily. But again, the other storage, the main way to do that is to do a factory data reset, but before backing up all your data and then restoring it through iTunes or however the case is. So that's a couple ways on how to save data. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.